fundamental differences make women better than men, and some of those fundamental differences make men better than women.
What are the fundamental differences that you're referring to?
Like, women are more adapt to compassion, which I think is the thing that makes us most human. Men are more adapt to perseverance, which makes you successful in today's day and age. Which I think is, it's a fallen state of the world.
Do you think the world is in a fallen state?
Absolutely.
Are you contributing positively or negatively towards the fallen state? Be honest.
I hope positively because I'm following the Lord Jesus Christ, so.
This is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Oh, what you know about the Lord Jesus Christ?
He saved me, he got me out of a place no one else could.
Wait, so you know the Lord?
I know the Lord.
Does he know you?
Absolutely. I speak to him every day. I hope he knows me.
That's pretty fire. I like that. That's bass. That's dope.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Nico. Do you know the Lord?
I do know the Lord.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm so glad you did that. Some women are not going to like the truth, but the truth is there are fundamental differences between men and women. Some of those fundamental differences make women better than men, and some of
Damn, bro. Okay, dude, what did I say about saying that D word, bro? Maybe switch that to the B word, bro. Chat, oh, boy. I think we should continue off where we were yesterday. And can you guys hear me? There we go. I think we're here. There we go. I think we're here. Whoa. There we go. I think we're here. All right. There's an echo. Just give it 2 seconds for it to bloody, you know. Give it 2 seconds for it to bloody, you know. What? Give it 2 seconds for it to bloody. Where is this coming from? Oh, it's coming from my freaking. There we go. Now we should be good, chat. Now we should be good. Hope everybody has had a good day. And yeah, bro. Got to leave early, so that was very nice. Alright. We're gonna continue where we're going off. And I reckon you work today? Yeah, I finished at 5, so that was good. I'm always on Monday to Thursday. Chat. We're on chapter 26, I believe. Make sure we stay focused on the Lord, bro. I did play a bit of Clash Royale, though. I played like 40, 50 minutes of Clash, but could have done something more productive. But, you know, we're still getting stuff done. Oh, no, I think we're on 26. Yeah, we're on 26. That's right. So, right now, we're in, still in Genesis 25:19, page 26. Isaac at... What church do I go to? Brody, this is you, right? Like, my boy Brody. I'm pretty sure it is, right? W. Yeah? I'll just message you. Because I don't want to leak stuff, but, like, obviously, if the pastor goes in my comments and says stuff, it's gonna, like... I don't want to get stream sniped, because if we have 1,000 people in here, like, it'll be well and good if everybody went to my church, but, you know, there might be, like, some douchebags. So I'll just message her. I'll just message you, Brody. It's really close. Don't worry, I'm from the Philippines. Yeah, but the amount of people that could watch me, they could all be in Australia for all I know. Once we get everybody in here, bro, it's going to be crazy. Because people be liking it on Instagram. That's all I'm going to say. They like the prayers. I'm going to search for you, Brady. It's like a 5-minute drive for me. So it'll be like a little bit for you because you live a bit far away, you know. Darby. Alright, chat, let's get into this. And Brady, one thing that I will say is, like, church isn't all well and good, but it's all what you do before, and like if you go to church every weekend, it's not going to reinforce it. So you got to make sure you go to like just start reading the Bible. If you don't have one, just get it. And like it might seem boring at the start, but you could just like flip to some other stuff. But the only reason why I'm reading this is because I'm curious and I want to learn more about Jesus Christ. Because I love the Lord. Because I love the Lord, I want to know more about him. It's not boring. It's not really boring to me. And I will say, just start praying. Just do whatever. You'll get better at it. And I didn't turn on my fan because it's bloody hot. Ugh. Bro, we need to get the whole of J Block in church and lock in. Okay. Alright. I go 10:15. W. He farted. No one farted, dude. I think it was my chair. I don't know. Huh? Oh, chat. My mic is going off the fritz. I don't know why. Is this too loud, chat? Because in the thing, it's saying like it's going crazy. I'll just turn it down a little bit just in case. Just a tiny bit. There we go. Nah. I'll turn it back up. And Brody, I'm telling you this right now. If you're still in here, W, trust me, bro. When I say this, you know who I am. You know what I've been like. You know the old me. I'm telling you right now, this point in time, except when I'm at work. When I'm at work, it sucks. It sucks, bro. Life just feels like it sucks. But I feel like that's just work. But I'm telling you right now, this is the happiest I have ever been in my life. Peace be with your brother, Brody. W. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, Brody. Slay. Dude, there is no slaying in here. The only slaying that's happening in here is slaying the sin away. Slaying the sin away so Jesus can build you up. Alright, Isaac at Gerar, chapter 26. There was a famine in the country, different from the previous famine, which took place in the time of Abraham. And Isaac, hold up. Is this chat? Is it all good? Is it too loud or too quiet? Testing.
And
Testing. All right, yeah. Okay, I was just making sure because I didn't want it to be too quiet because I noticed in like the first Bible video and the second one it was like I'm quiet as. But I also had like another audio one, but yeah. Different from the previous famine which took place in the time of Abraham and Isaac and went to Abimelech, the Palestine king at Gerar. The Lord had appeared to him and said, "Do not go down to Egypt. Stay in the country which I shall point out to you. Stay in the country as a resident. Alien, I shall be with you and bless you, for I shall give you all the countries to you and your descendants in fulfillment of the oath I swore to your father Abraham. I shall make your descendants as numerous as the stars of heaven. I shall give them all the countries, and all the nations on earth will bless themselves by your descendants, because Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my commandments, my statutes and my laws. So Isaac stayed at Gerar. When the people of the place asked him, "What about his wife?" he replied, "She is my sister," for he was afraid to say, "She is my wife," thinking the people of the place will kill me because of Rebekah, since she is beautiful. When he had been there some time, Abimelech, the Palestine king, happened to look out of the window, and he saw Isaac fondling his wife Rebekah. Abimelech summoned Isaac and said to him, "Now look, she is your wife. Why did you say she is my sister?" Isaac replied, "To avoid being killed on her account." Abimelech said, "What a thing to do to us! One of the men might easily have slept with your wife. You would have brought guilt upon us." Then Abimelech issued this order to all the people: "Anyone who touches this man or his wife will be put to death." Isaac sowed his crops in the country, and Isaac sowed his crops in the country, and the year he reaped 100-fold. The Lord blessed him, and the man became rich. He prospered more and more until he was very rich indeed. He acquired flocks and herds and a large, what is that word? Retinue? Retinue. Retinue. The Palestinians envied him. The wells between Gerar and Beersheba. The Palestinians had blocked up all the wells dug by his father's servants in the days of his father Abraham, filling them in with earth. Then Abimelech said to Isaac, "Go away from us, for you have become much more powerful than we are." So Isaac left. He pitched camp in the valley of Gerar, and there he stayed. Isaac reopened the wells dug by the servants of his father Abraham and blocked up by Palestinians after Abraham's death, and he gave them the same names as his father had given them. But when Isaac's servants digging in the valley found a well of spring of water there, the herdsmen of Gerar disputed it with Isaac's herdsmen, saying, "That water is ours." So Isaac named the well Esek, because they had disputed with him. They dug another well, and there was a dispute over that one too. So he named it Sitnah. Then he left there and dug another well. And since there was no dispute over this one, he named it Rehoboth, saying, "Now the Lord made room for us to thrive in the country." From there he went up to Beersheba. The Lord appeared to him the same night and said,
I am the God of your father Abraham. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. I shall bless you and multiply your descendants, for my servant Abraham's sake." There he built an altar and invoked the name of the Lord. There he pitched his tent, and there Isaac's servants dug a well. And Brody, just letting you know, this is like the story and stuff. So this is just like the it's like I'm trying to describe it to a retard, but I know you're not retarded. What am I doing? It's just a story. It's the background of it. Like this is like this just all the stuff. So sometimes it does get a bit boring, but that's why sometimes I switch to some of the other stuff. "Look, I have heard your father saying to your brother Etsuah, 'Bring me some game and make an appetizing dish for me to eat, so that I may bless you in the Lord's presence before I die.' Now, my son, listen to the words as I instruct you. Go to the flock and bring me back 2 good young goats, so that I can make an appetizing dish your father likes. Then take it to your father for him to eat, so that he may bless you before he dies." Jacob said to his mother Rebekah, Look, my brother Etsu is hairy. While I am smooth-skinned, perhaps my father will feel me. He will know I am cheating him, and I shall bring a curse down on myself instead of a blessing." But his mother replied, On me be the curse, my son. Just listen to me and go and bring them to me. So he went to fetch them and brought them to his mother, and she made the appetizing dish his father liked. Rebekah took her eldest son, Etsu's best clothes, which she had at home, and she dressed her young son Jacob in them, covering his arms and the smooth part of his neck with the skins of the youngest goat. She then handed the appetizing dish and made bread. She then handed the appetizing dish and the bread she had made to her son Jacob. He went to find his father and said, "Father," he replied, "here I am." "Who are you, my son?" "My son?" Jacob said to his father, "I am Etsu, your firstborn. I've done as you told me. Please sit up and eat some of my game, so that you may give me your soul's blessing." Isaac said to his son, "Son, how is it that you found it so quickly?" He replied, "Because of the Lord your God made things go well for me." Isaac said to Jacob, "Please come closer, my son, so that I can feel you and be sure whether you are really my son Etsu or not." Jacob went closer to his father Isaac, who felt him and said, "The voice is the voice of Jacob, but the arms are the arms of Etsu." He said, "Do not recognize him, since his arms were hairy like his brother Etsu's." And he blessed him. He said, "Are you really my son Etsu?" And he replied, "I am." Oh, so that was Jacob, and the mum pretended. Okay. I kind of had that in my mind, but okay, so he's lying to him. So that's actually Jacob, not Etsu, and this guy thinks it's Etsu. "I am," Isaac said. "Bring it to me, so that I may eat my son's game and give you my soul's blessing." He brought it to him, and he ate. He offered him wine, and he drank. His father Isaac said to him, "Come closer and kiss me, my son." He went closer and kissed his father, who sniffed the smell of his clothes. Then he blessed him, saying, "The smell of my son is like the smell of a fertile field, which the Lord has blessed. May God give you dew from heaven and the richness of the earth, abundance of grain and wine. Let people serve you, and the nations bow low before you. Be master of your brothers. Let your mother's son bow low before you. Cursed be anyone who curses you, and blessed be anyone who blesses you." As soon as Isaac finished blessing Jacob and just as Jacob was leaving the presence of his father Isaac, his brother Esau returned from hunting. He too made an appetizing dish and brought it to his father, saying, Father, please eat some of your son's game, and then give me your special blessing. His father Isaac asked, Who are you? He replied, I am your firstborn son Esau. At this Isaac was seized by the very violent trembling and said, Who was it then that went hunting and brought me the game? Okay, I'm going to stop it right here for a second. So this guy must be blind because he's on his deathbed and he doesn't know, so he's probably like blind or something. I ate it and I ate it all, and just before you came, I blessed him, and I blessed him he will be, and blessed he will be. On hearing his father's words, Esau cried out very loudly and bitterly said to his father, Father, bless me too, angrily. Like, I'm going to saying that because there's an exclamation mark. But he said, Your brother came by fraud and took your blessing. Esau said, Is he not rightly named Jacob? For he has now supplanted me twice. First he took my birthright, and look, now he has gone and taken my blessing. But he said, Have you not kept a blessing for me? Isaac replied to Esau, I have already made him your master. I have given him all his brothers as servants, and I have given him grain and wine to sustain him. So what can I do for you, my son? Esau said to his father, Have you only one blessing, father? Father, bless me too. Isaac remained silent, and Esau began to weep aloud. Then his father Isaac spoke again and said to him, Far from the richness of the earth your home shall be, and from the dew of the heaven above by your sword you shall live, and you shall serve your brother. But when you win your freedom, you will shake his yoke off your neck. Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing his father had given him. And Esau said to himself, The time to mourn for my father will be soon here. Then I shall kill my brother Jacob. When the words of her eldest son Esau were repeated to Rebekah, she sent for her younger son Jacob and said to him, Look, your brother, Esau is consoling himself by intending to kill you. Now, my son, listen to me. Go at once and take refuge with the brother Laban in Haran. Settle down with him for a while until your brother's fury cools, until your brother's anger is diverted from you and he forgets what you have done to him. Then I shall send someone to bring you back from there. Why should I lose you both in one day? Isaac sends Jacob to Laban. Rebekah said to Isaac, I am sick of death, of the Hittite women. If Jacob were to marry a Hittite woman, one of the local women like these, why should I go on living? Little drink break. Isaac sends Jacob to Laban. Rebekah said to Isaac, I am sick to death of Hittite women. If Jacob were to... Oh, I just read that. So Isaac, chapter 28. So Isaac called Jacob and blessed him. And he gave him this order. You are not to marry any of the Canaanite women. Go off to Paddan Aram, the house of Bethuel, your mother's father, and there take a wife for yourself from the daughters of Laban. Your mother's brother, may El Shaddai bless you. May he make you fruitful and numerous, so that you become a gathering of peoples. And Brody, if you're still here, one thing that I will say, like right here it says, like it's talking about go to your mother's father, and there you shall take a wife from your daughters of Laban. A lot of this Old Testament, their wives are their like blood related. May he give you the blessing of Abraham, you and your descendants after you, so that one day you may own the country which God gave to us, Abraham, and where you are now living as a stranger. Then Isaac said, okay. So that one day you may own the country which God gave to Abraham, and where you are now living as a stranger. Then Isaac sent Jacob away. And Jacob went to Padan Aram to Laban, son of Bethuel, and the Aramean, and brother of Rebekah, the mother of Jacob and Etsu. So Etsu saw that Isaac had blessed Jacob, and sent him to Padan Aram to take a wife for himself from there, and that in the blessing of him he had given this order: you are not to choose a wife from the Canaanite woman. And that in obedience to his father and mother, Jacob had gone to Padan Aram. Etsu then saw that his father Isaac disapproved of the Canaanite women. So Etsu went to Ishmael, and in addition to the wives he had, took for wife Malatha, daughter of Abraham's son, Ishmael, of sister of Nebaioth. Jacob's ladder. Jacob left Beersheba and set off for Haran. When he had reached a certain place, he stopped there for the night, since the sun had set. He took one of the stones of that place, made it a pillow, and laid down where he was. Bro, it's pretty tough, pretty sigma. He had a dream. There was a ladder planted on the ground, with its top reaching to heaven, and on it were God's angels going up and down. And there was the Lord standing over him and saying, I am the Lord, the God of Abraham your father, and the God of Isaac. The ground on which you are lying I shall give to you and your descendants. Your descendants will be as the dust on the ground. You will spread out to west and east, to north and south. All families on earth will bless themselves by you and your descendants. And see, I am with you. I shall keep you safe wherever you go, and bring you back to this land, for I shall not desert you until I have done what I have promised you. Then Jacob awoke from his sleep and said, Truly, the Lord. Gotta do the lick your fingers tack. Oh, I was missing 2 pages. In this place, and I did not know. He was afraid and said, How awesome is the place! It is none other than the abode of God. It is the gate of heaven. Early next morning, Jacob took the stone he had used for his pillow and set up as a pillar, pouring oil over the top of it. He named the place Bethel, not Berthiel, Bethel, but originally the town had been called Luz. Jacob then made a vow, If God remains with me and keeps me safe on this journey I am making, if he gives me food to eat and clothes to wear, and if I come home safe to my father's home, then the Lord shall be my God. This stone that I have set up as a pillar shall be a house of God, and I shall faithfully pay you 1/10 part of my everything you gave me. Jacob arrives at Laban's home. Continuing his journey, Jacob reached the land of the people of the east, and he looked, and there in the field was a well, and 3 flocks of sheep lying beside it. This well was used for watering the flocks. Now the stone on the mouth of the well was large, and when all the flocks had collected there, they would roll the stone of the mouth of the well and water the sheep. Then they would put the stone back in its place over the mouth of the well. Jacob said to the shepherds, "My brothers, where are you from?" They replied, "We are from Haran." He asked them, "Do you know Laban's son of Noah? Nahor?" They replied, "We do." Then he asked them, "Is he well?" They replied, "He is well. And here comes his daughter Rachel with her sheep." The Bible is too heavy? Nah, bro, I'm strong. Look, I've been holding it the whole time. This is no problem. If I was holding it like up like this, if I was holding it up like this, it would be hard. But I got a desk right here. The only time it's really hard is if like I'm reading. If I'm reading in my bed, then it's horrible. It's horrible. I should just like read it here, but sometimes I just do it on my bed. Let me just find where I was. I think I was up to here. Then he said, but it is still broad daylight, and not the time to bring the animals together. Water the sheep and go to the pasture then." Oh. They roll the stones off the mouth of the well, and we water the sheep. He still was talking to them when Rachel arrived with her father's sheep, for she was a shepherd. As soon as Jacob saw Rachel, his uncle Laban's daughter, with his uncle Laban's sheep, he went up and, rolling the stone of the mouth of the well, watered his uncle's Laban's sheep. Jacob then kissed Rachel and wept aloud. Is there any context to this? So he saw Rachel and kissed her. Rolling the stone off the mouth of the well, watered his uncle Laban's sheep. So Rachel is Laban's daughter. His uncle's daughter. What's going on, Mega Spits? So this is his uncle's daughter, and he like rolled some stuff and watered his sheep, and then Jacob then kissed Rachel and wept aloud. Jacob told Rachel he was her father's kinsman and Rebekah's son, and she ran to tell her father. As soon as he heard her speak of her sister's son Jacob, Laban ran to greet him, embraced him, kissed him, and took him to his house. Jacob told Laban everything that had happened, and Laban said, "You are really my bone and flesh." And Jacob stayed with him for a month. Jacob's 2 marriages. Laban said to Jacob, "Why should you work for me for nothing just because you are my kinsman? Tell me what your wages should be." Now Laban had 2 daughters, the elder named Leah and the younger Rachel. Leah had lovely eyes, but Rachel was sharply and beautiful. And Jacob had fallen in love with Rachel, so he said, "I shall work for you for 7 years for your younger daughter Rachel." Laban replied, "It is better for me to give her to you than to anyone else. Stay with me." So Jacob worked for 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed to him like a few days because of his love for her. Then Jacob said to Laban, give me my wife, for the time is completed, and I shall go into her." Laban gathered all the people of the place together and made a feast. But when the night came, he took his daughter Leah and brought her to Jacob, and he went in. But when the night came, he took daughter Leah and brought her to Jacob, and he went into her. Laban gave his slave girl Zipporah to his daughter Leah as a maidservant. When morning came, it was Leah. So Jacob said to Laban, "What have you done to me? Did I not work for Rachel? Why then have you tricked me?" Laban replied, It is not the custom in our place to give the younger in marriage before the elder. Complete this marriage week, and I shall give you the other one too in return for your working for me for another. Oh, what? Laban replied, It is not the custom in our place to give the younger in marriage before the elder. Complete this marriage week, and I shall give you the other one too in return for your working for me for another 7 years. Jacob did so, and when she had completed the week, Laban gave him his daughter Rachel and his wife. Laban gave his slave girl Bilhah to the daughter of Rachel as a maidservant. So Jacob went into Rachel also, and he loved Rachel more than Leah. He worked for Laban for another 7 years. Jacob's children. When the Lord saw that Leah was unloved, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. Leah conceived and gave birth to a son whom she named Reuben, meaning, the Lord had seen my misery, because now the husband will love me. Conceiving again, she gave birth to a son and said, Because the Lord heard that I was unloved, he has given me this one too. And she named him Simeon. Again she conceived and gave birth to a son and said, This time my husband will be attached to me, because I have borne him 3 sons. So she named him Levi. Again she conceived and gave birth to a son and said, This time I shall praise the Lord. So she named him Judah. Then she had no more children. And chat, to answer your question before, to have a Bible thingy, I'll need it to be this tall, at least, or like this tall, because I don't want to look down. I just want to look. I just want to look straight at it. Otherwise, I'm gonna be hurting my neck if I'm looking like this. You know. All right. Chapter 30. When Rachel saw that she was giving Jacob no children, she became jealous of her sister, and said to Jacob, Give me children, or I shall die. Jacob became angry with Rachel, and he said, I am in the place of God, who has kept me from the fruit of the womb. So she said, Here is my slave girl Bilhah. Go into her, and she shall give birth to my Go into her, and she shall give birth on my knees. Then through her I too shall have children. So she gave him her slave girl Bilhah as a concubine. Jacob what does concubine mean? In polygamous societies, a woman who lives with a man but has a lower status than his wife or wives. A mistress. A woman who cohabits with a man to whom she is not legally married, especially ones regarded as socially or sexually subservient mistress. Among polygamous people, a secondary wife, usually inferior rank. So, since she's a slave girl, she's inferior, and that's just a second wife, but not legally. You learn something every day. Jacob went into her, and Bilhah conceived and gave birth to a son by Jacob. Then Rachel said, God has done me justice. Yes, he has listened to my voice and given me a son. And so she named him Dan. And again, Rachel's slave girl Bilhah conceived and bore a second son to Jacob. Then Rachel said, I have wrestled mightily with my sister, and I have prevailed. So she named him Naphtali. Now Leah, seeing that she has ceased to bear children, took her slave girl Zilpah and gave her to Jacob as a concubine. So Leah's slave girl Zilpah bore a son to Jacob. Then Leah said, Good fortune, and named him Gad. Leah's slave girl Zilpah bore him a second son. They're all sons. What? I just noticed that, chat. So he has like 10 sons, not even one daughter yet. A second son to Jacob. Then Leah said, I am blessed. Women will call me blessed. So she named him Asher. At the time of the wheat harvest, Reuben went out and found some mandrakes in the field and brought them to his mother Leah. Rachel said to Leah, Please give me some of your son's mandrakes. Leah replied, It is not enough that you have taken my husband. You have taken my husband without also doing my son's mandrakes. You're also taking my son's mandrakes. So Rachel said, Very well. He can sleep with you tonight in return for your son's mandrakes. When Jacob came home from the fields in the evening, Leah went out to meet him and said, You must come to me. I have hired you at the price of my son's mandrakes. So he slept with her that night. God listened to Leah, and she conceived and bore a fifth son to Jacob. Then Leah said, God has given me my reward for giving me my slave girl to my husband. So she named him Zacsheedy. Again Leah conceived and bore a sixth son to Jacob, and said, God has given me a fine gift. Now my husband will bring me presents, for I have borne him 6 sons. So she named them Zebulun. Later she gave birth to a daughter and named her Dinah. Then God remembered Rachel. He heard her and opened her womb. She conceived and gave birth to a son, and said, God has taken away my disgrace. She named him Joseph, saying, May the Lord add another son for me. When Rachel had given birth to Joseph, Jacob said to Laban, Release me and let me go to my own place and to my own country. Give me wives for whom I have worked, and my children, and let me go. You know how long I have labored. Laban replied, If it pleases you, I have learnt by divination that. So Jacob's leaving him. That's what's happening here. Oh, Jacob's leaving. Chat, we're going to read until the next chapter, and then we're just going to finish it off there. So that's like another page, so that's like 2 minutes. The Lord had blessed me because of you. And he said, Name your wages, and I shall pay them. Jacob replied, You know how hard I have worked for you, and how your stock has fared in my charge. The stock has fared in my charge. The little you had before I came has increased enormously, and the Lord has blessed you wherever I trod. The Lord has blessed you wherever I trod. And now, when I am to provide for my own household. Laban said, How much am I to pay you? Jacob replied, You need to not pay me anything. If you do this one thing for me, I shall come back and go tending your flock. Let me go through your entire flock today and remove from it every black animal among the sheep, and every speckled or spotted one among the goats. These will be my wages, and my righteousness will answer for me later. When you come back to check my wages, every goat I have that is not speckled or spotted, and every sheep that is not black, I will count as stolen by me." Laban replied, "Good. Let it be as you say." The same day he removed the stripe and speckled goats, he-goats, and all the spotted speckled she-goats, every one that had a white on it and black, and all the black sheep, and entrusted these to his sons. Then he put a three days journey between himself and Jacob, while Jacob grazed the rest of Laban's flock. Jacob then got fresh shoots from popular almond and plane trees, and peeled them in white strips, laying bare the white of the shoots. He set up the shoots he had peeled in front of the animals, in the troughs, in the water holes where the flocks came to drink, since they mated when they came to drink. The flocks thus mated in front of the shoots, and so the flock produced striped and spotted and speckled young. Jacob separated the lambs and turned the flock towards the completely black or striped in Laban's flock. Thus he built up the flocks of his own, which he did not put with Laban's flocks. So whenever the sturdier animals were mating, Jacob put the shoots where the animals could see them in the troughs, so they would mate in front of the shoots. But when the animals were feeble, he did not put them there. So Laban got the feeble, and Jacob the sturdy. Thus the man grew extremely rich and came to own large flocks, men and women, slaves, camels, and donkeys. Okay, we finish this at chapter 31 of Genesis. And let's finish this off with a prayer. Does anybody want me to pray for them? And what with? Anybody in the chat want me to pray for them, and what with? What do you want me to pray for? Nothing? That's okay. That is all good, chat. That is all good. Lord Jesus Christ, I thank you for another blessed day that you have given me, and I know that I am very lucky, and I'm very lucky. That's all I can say. I'm very lucky, Jesus, and I'm very, 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 very lucky that I'm here today. And I just pray for everybody right now. I pray for everybody watching this video, and I pray that anybody who is in the presence of the Lord, I just pray that the Lord blesses you, and I pray that the Lord opens your heart and soul and wakes you up. I hope he prays, and I pray that he wakes you up to the reality that you're in. Do not fall to the worldly desires. Do not fall to alcohol. Do not fall to drugs. Do not fall to women, bad women. Focus on yourself. Women and men, not just women. Love everybody. Just become the best version of yourself possible, because I know it is possible that every single person watching this video and every single person in this world, good or bad, can become a great, loving human being. Everybody has it in them to become someone with Jesus by their side. With Jesus, you can become this. With Jesus, he can help you follow your path. Just pray to Jesus, and Lord, I pray that you mold these men and women into the people they are meant to be, and I pray that you show them your path and their purpose and their path, and I pray that you make them choose the wise decision and follow you, Lord. And I pray that we all know they have free will, so you guys can choose it either way. You could scroll past this video right now, but I pray, Lord, that they stay, and I pray that they continue watching this video, and I pray that they stay focused on what really matters, and I pray that they build their faith, and I pray that their faith grows, and I pray that the scales get peeled off their eyes, and I pray for the renewal of their mind, and I pray that every single day they start like building their faith with Jesus Christ, and I pray that they just slowly but surely like start praying every single day and reading the Bible every single day and start going to church and start building a community and start talking to their friends about Jesus and start spreading the word. And I just pray that everybody feels the love that I feel. That's why I'm talking right now. The reason why I'm talking to you guys right now is because I want to spread the word, and I want to show you my love, and I want to show Jesus' love and what Jesus has done for me. And the reason why I'm speaking to you right now is because I feel so happy to spread the word. That's why I'm here right now. The reason why I'm speaking to you right now is because I want to spread the word. Because I love Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ has changed my life, and I want to change yours. That's all. And I just pray that you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you later.